one.
What's going on, everybody? Hello, thank you, and welcome. No, wait a minute. Welcome and thank you for joining us for anything and everything rock and roll. Of course, with a little bit of ADD. Anyway, I'm Zach.
I'm TJ.
And I'm Robin.
And you're
And,
listening.
oh, I was going to say a little ADD already, so we're good. It's been a while, boys.
And you're
Keep going.
listening to Rock Detention.
I don't feel Terry.
Thank you. Gentlemen, how are we doing this evening?
Always good.
Yeah, we're always good. We're, getting back into the swing of things.
Was that a joke? Was that like an inside joke? Did you go golfing today?
You know, you just quoted Wayne's World. Swing.
No.
Did you say
I said
the
swing of things.
You said swing? Swing of things.
No,
Swing.
I said swing of things because I played a jazz gig yesterday. So.
Oh, tell us about that, Mr. Robin.
I played for anybody watching. I played for and with because he got up and sang with us. But a gentleman by the name of Zachary Levi. God, I always pronounce his last name wrong. Zachary
Sure
Levi. Yeah, Zachary Levi, who was he starred in the show Chuck. He plays the doctor on Marvelous Miss Maisel. He is the main character in the movie Shazam that came out a few years ago, the DC superhero movie. He's the voice.
Them.
He's voiced. He was the voice of Flynn Rider in the Disney movie Tangled. He's won a Tony, an Emmy, and a Grammy. All he needs is an Oscar.
Do you have his IMDb page up?
No, I had several people that just kept asking me, like, who is this guy again? And so I just ended up memorizing his the little footnotes of his Wikipedia page. Also, he's a super nice guy.
I'll tell you what. I gotta shout you out. He put you on his story, and he has like 5 million followers or something. I thought that was pretty cool.
Well,
Oh, my friend is.
Yeah, we were on his story. We weren't playing though. We
Okay.
went later, but he yeah.
You should message him and be like, "Why didn't you tag me, bruh?"
I tagged him in my story, and he didn't.
Did he respond?
No.
It's okay. He loved it.
Oh, he did. He actually really did. We were worried that he was, because it was a surprise. So there was a little bit. We were like, oh, he may, I know that if I was surprised to sing somewhere and didn't warm up and didn't do all that stuff, I'd be a little hesitant. And he was at first, but he warmed up real quickly and he really enjoyed it. So it was his birthday, by the way. 40 years old. He looks great.
Fireball will get you nice and warmed up if you need to sing real quick.
It's true. Cinnamon does that for people.
Oh, or schnapps. And I got one more shout out, boys. This one goes out to Mr. TJ. If anyone noticed, we got a new logo. That is thank you to TJ. He did that himself, and it is freaking phenomenal.
Yeah,
Oh,
golf clap.
yeah. That's all it's needed. No. Stop it.
Dude,
Stop
you're
that.
acting like you didn't do it. I'm like, no, pretty sure you did it.
Well.
But yeah. So here we are, day 8.
Date.
Date, for
Date.
short. And TJ, you came up with the topic today. What is
Okay,
our
we
topic?
can't keep saying that. I didn't come up with it. I just was spitballing.
Yeah, you were spitballing, but you threw out several, and one of these was the ones that you threw out, and that is talking about one-hit wonders. And I threw back that we should take it one step deeper and talk about why they were one-hit wonders and what, talk about our thoughts and on what made this band or this song. Why
This is going to be tough to keep it 69 minutes. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. But I think we could do it because I know I'm going to need my whiskey at some point. So,
Fair enough. So, can I start with one? And this will tie into a Robin story.
oh boy.
Are you
Here, let
ready?
me sit back.
Oh boy.
98 degrees.
Oh, Jesus.
Give me just one night. Didn't see that coming, did you? But it's happening.
No. Because
What's the story?
because technically, I don't think that they're a one-hit wonder, are they?
Well, I mean,
But
no, 90s
that was
band,
the-
but But this is what we can argue, and then also let's talk about how you were not in, but at
Okay.
the wedding.
So,
For a
okay.
split second, I thought you were going to say he was in 98 Degrees. I was like, pretty sure he wasn't.
Nope.
What if he was?
I would be a
He
lot
looks like
richer.
he'd be in four bands.
So, before we go down that path, they can be considered a one-hit wonder because a one-hit wonder is a musical artist who is successful with only one song and has no comparable or comparable subsequent hit in their career.
Did you read that from Webster's dictionary?
Yeah, I'm
'Cause
reading.
it sounded like
I'm reading the definition for it. So,
Thank you, Webster.
but I didn't know this. But in some of my research for this this podcast, I found that a lot of people consider bands such as 98 Degrees a one-hit wonder, even though they may have had another quote-unquote hit. They're known for one song. That's it.
And what's that?
They're known for "Give Me Just One Night." Una Noche.
Can you go ahead and sing that for us, please?
No.
Please, absolutely, please,
absolutely.
please, Robin,
No.
please. It's
I
my
only
birthday
know
today.
I only know the hook. It's not your birthday today.
Oh, well, at least you know when my birthday is.
In
Then.
a
We can-
thousand, I don't know the song.
No. Although my girlfriend is probably watching this, going, "Please sing this. Please sing this."
Absolutely, dude. You want to score bounty points?
So,
You want to score?
I only know the hook, and it's that. It's that. Give me just one night, una noche. That's all I know.
That's
I've
Spanish
never-
for one night.
Yeah. So,
Una noche?
yeah, that's what they say. Like that's like the echo.
Oh, yes.
So, my story. So I was at Jessica Simpson and Nick Lachey's wedding, and yeah, it was kind of interesting because my dad is a music contractor, meaning if people want music for an event or a wedding, they call my dad and he books the music. So their wedding planner called my dad because they wanted a gospel choir to sing, I think, 2 different songs throughout their ceremony. It was all aired. I'm probably on television somewhere in that, they did a whole series on it. That gospel choir was contracted by my dad, and my task that he like brought me to help at 10 years old. I don't really know what the heck I'm gonna do, but he brought me, and my one task was to make sure that 98 Degrees, or the other guys, not Nick Lachey, but the other guys, when they arrived, they knew where their green room was. That was my job.
That was your one
That was my
job.
one job, and I did
Please
great.
tell me you screwed it up.
No, I didn't screw it up. I did great.
Okay, I was hoping you forgot what it was.
And they were super, super sweet guys. And I do distinctly remember that even after the wedding, they found me again and said, hey, thanks for showing us the green room. This was a lot of fun, and we'll see you around. And so it was actually a pretty cool thing. Yeah, that's my story of how my 1 degrees to 98 degrees. My 1 degree, like at the degrees of Kevin Bacon kind of a
That
thing.
would be 2 degrees. Wait, there's 360 degrees. Never mind.
No,
I was
there's a
100.
thing called 6 degrees to Kevin Bacon. So, never mind. We'll talk about that later.
Oh,
I know that, but hey, it was long overdue. Hey,
Yeah.
Zach, it's your turn.
Thank
I'll give
you.
the floor.
I have a question, Mr. Robin. What kind of cake was at the wedding?
I have no idea. I didn't go to the reception. It was only the ceremony, which was held at the chapel at Riverbend Church here in Austin, Texas.
So, chocolate?
Probably.
Dairy Queen ice cream cake.
Dude,
Dude!
that's actually a
That's
really good idea.
That's good cake.
Guys, I have a confessione, all right? So, I may or may not have downloaded TikTok, and by may or may not have, I did.
End the
Wild.
podcast right now. End the podcast right now.
Yep. Where's the end button?
Listen. I watch a lot of food, like chefs and whatnot, and there's this kid that keeps on popping up that works at Marble Slab Creamery. Are y'all familiar with that place?
Yes.
Nope. But
Oh,
Okay.
TJ, if you've never, oh my gosh, when you come visit, we'll find one because they're delicious.
where they slap the ice cream in front of you and like play drums on it and crap. You know what I'm
Well, they
saying?
do that at Amy's
There's-
Ice Cream too.
I know Cold Stone. That's like the marble, whatever.
Okay,
like it's
exactly.
But yeah,
Similar
okay,
thing,
okay.
You know what? And it might even be Cold Stone. It's one of those slapping ice cream places. But anyway, dude, they make ice cream cakes and they look so delicious. And that's really the end of the story. I just wanted to know what kind of cake was there.
That's awesome. Well, on that note, have you guys tried Treats of Pizza from Dairy Queen?
Treats of pizza.
Treats of Pizza. Treats of Pizza.
They make pizza at Dairy Queen. They make pizza at Subway.
Okay, we'll have to Google this
not
after. Well,
about-
anybody listening, if you haven't had Treats of Pizza, like it came back out of nowhere, but it's probably terrible for you, like ice cream is, anyways. But it's very delicious, and it's got like M&Ms, and it's like little slices of like cake, but you can eat it with your hands as opposed to like cake and get all messy.
TJ.
Yeah.
Unplug your computer.
Oh yeah. Buzz. All right, now we're good.
Yep. No buzz anymore.
God,
All right.
stupid.
Who did
I
it?
went first.
Yeah, you went first. Zach, do you want to go second or actually? Can I-
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
Go second. I was gonna go second to say, will you please go second? Actually.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna throw the first one in there because it's a. I really like the song. I always loved playing it in cover bands, but it's one of the most famous one-hit wonders, and that is the Buggles. Video Killed the Radio Star.
Wow.
Because it's one of the most famous one-hit wonders. And I will say this: the list that I'm reading from, or that I pulled from, is the American one-hit wonders. I didn't know this, but my voice is cracking all over the place today.
I've been still going through. everybody.
If it's okay with you, Robin, I think you should talk like that the rest of the video.
I'm gonna talk like this the rest of the video. That sound like a stupid Muppet.
Hey, Muppets aren't stupid, bro.
Actually, I love the Muppets. We'll go down that path soon.
Don't say things you don't mean, bro.
These are friends.
Whatever. I didn't know this, but there are. I mean, it makes sense. There's one-hit wonder lists from every country, basically. But I'm reading the American list, obviously, because we're in America. But the Buggles, which is a play on the Beatles. It's where they kind of took their name and.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so they were originally called the Bugs, and then they were like, no, we should call it the Buggles instead of the Beatles. They actually, Video Killed the Radio Star was their one-hit wonder. They really didn't come back from that. Or not come back from that. They had a good career, but they never matched it. They were near matched that success, especially in the U.S. But it is primarily known as the very first song to ever be played on MTV.
I was going to say, that's like the first music video.
Yep.
If you didn't say it, thank you, Robin. I was going to chime in, but you know your history, sir. Congratulations.
I did my research on about 4 bands. So
Okay, so speaking of MTV, I've got to say they've got some of the coolest merch. Like the old school MTV logos on T-shirts looks awesome.
yeah.
So I definitely want to get some of those for stage. And speaking of awesome shirts, Robin, your shirt this week is fantastic.
So my shirt is you can't really see the bottom on the screen, but it's Poison's
Oh, you had to look to
Open
read
up
the title? Come on, bro.
Poison. Well, because it's Open Up and Say Open Up and Say and it's their 1989 tour shirt.
I think it's longer than that because there's a bunch of H's. Ah.
Well, yeah, and you've got to stick the you got to stick the tongue out because he's got the tongue out on his shirt. But yeah, my friend was moving and got rid of this shirt, and I was like, I will take that shirt.
You got it for free?
Yeah,
A free Poison shirt.
yeah, a free
Bro.
Poison shirt from the year I was born.
89.
Yeah, it's a tour shirt from 1989. Check it.
Dude,
let
that's
me see the tour dates on the back.
dude.
Oh, there's Minneapolis. Yeah, there it is.
Who would get rid of a Poison shirt? Like, which one of your friends got rid of that?
My friend Dave.
Dave is no longer your friend. I would
No, Dave
suppose.
is very much my friend because he gave me this shirt.
Okay, well, tell me he like outgrew it or something. Like,
I mean, I don't know.
why would
I
you
don't
get rid
care.
of a Poison shirt?
Yeah, I know. And Poison was like is like the first record he ever bought. I was surprised he was getting rid of it.
Yeah.
Well, no, like the first record he bought back in like 1980 something when the record came out. So, like he bought it on.
So the same year we just talked about, 1989.
Yeah.
Didn't Poison come out in like 1985 or something?
Yeah, but he could have bought that. Open
No,
up
he
and
bought
say,
the
"Ah,
shirt. I think he got the shirt years ago. But he bought like their first album when it first came out. Like.
well, they did 86, 88, 90, I think. So 89 technically would not have been the year.
He would have bought the
Open
album
up
in
there.
He would have bought the album in '86.
Okay, I'm not trying to be mean. Just saying.
No. I was just saying that he would have. That's when he would have. I think that's the one he bought. So, if he would
Really?
watch the podcast, he would chime in and tell me. So,
Well, he
Yeah.
should watch the podcast.
he should.
Text him right now and be like, "What's up, bro?"
Yeah.
What shirt are you wearing, TJ?
I've got a Space Mountain shirt on, which I think I've done on other podcasts.
Right.
But,
Dude, that is super 80s. I love.
So,
Your
your
it's
screen's
blurry.
I'm blurry. Yeah, that one.
So total ADD side note when you brought up Space Mountain. So, someone in the game Minecraft recreated and built the entirety of Disney World, and all the rides work. And I'm going, who has the time to do this? So,
Hey, look,
yeah.
I applaud those people, but also, come on, like,
yeah. I mean, it's
Like,
pretty. I watched the
I hope
video.
you're rich, and like, I mean, I guess there's just certain things in life.
Yeah.
I don't know, but like, I don't know how Minecraft works. Maybe like I could have done it, like the people that tried to design our logo, and I said, well, I'll just do it myself overnight.
Yeah. Well, anyways,
Hey,
yeah, we're done with that nerdy side note. Zach,
guys, you know what? I don't want to out the people who did the original logo.
No, I don't either.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna shut up. I'm nice.
No, we could do it. We could do it.
Well, dude, I don't. They might be watching this, and I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, guys. It wasn't as awesome as the one TJ did. We'll leave it at that.
yeah.
Okay.
Zach, let's get back.
Thanks.
Let's get back on the track here and talk about one-hit wonders.
Appreciate it, Robin. Thanks, man. Okay, so I went a totally different route because I knew what y'all would pick. So I'm probably gonna lose some fans on this one because I kind of went a comedic route on the ones that I chose,
Hey,
with the exception of a few. I'm gonna go ahead and start out with one that you and I talked about earlier, and Twisted Sister. We're not gonna take it. The reason that I'm bringing it up is because Twisted Sister is not a one-hit wonder. They had so many
they
amazing
had
songs.
two. Well, they had two hits though. That's like we're talking like charting success. To get a one-hit wonder, you're talking charting success and like sales of records and whatnot.
TJ, dig me out of this one, please.
So here's the deal. I put them on my list, and I was like, man, this is going to be like a talking point, an argument point. Because Twisted Sister was amazing. The Price is one of the best, like, little
What
ballads.
favorite song
Unbelievable.
of life?
But overall, I can argue either side. Like, I'm not dogging D, I'm not dogging Twisted Sister, and anything like that. But literally, like, if we were in a crowd full of people and we said, hey, you know Twisted Sister? And they're like, no. Like, we're not gonna take it. They'd be like, oh, I know that song.
Yeah.
But probably nothing else.
See,
For the
and
most part.
that's where I would argue and say I think they would know. I wanna rock.
They could, especially because it was in the movie Road Trip with Tom
Yeah.
Green. Not plugging Tom Green here or whatever, but he's a funny guy.
It's
Backwards,
also
man.
it's
Anyways.
also in the musical Rock of Ages, which is performed by the band Arsenal within the musical. So,
Oh, I've never heard of them.
yeah,
But that's all right.
Who? But no, it's funny because Twisted, like, so going through this list, I'm sitting here seeing bands like Twisted Sister or The Grateful Dead is considered a one-hit wonder, which
Correct.
is odd to
it's
me.
weird.
Yeah, but when you put on that lens of in the eye of the mainstream in terms of album sales and or sales of singles, not album sales, but sales of singles and charting success. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I Want to Rock matched anywhere close to we're not going to take it. I will say this: I did not look too deep into that, so I can look right now.
Could I get my mic back, please? Thanks.
Okay,
so,
Russell Brand, absolutely, you can.
Thanks. So speaking of Twisted Sister, I mean, let's just go ahead and shout it, guys. The Kids Are Back.
Oh,
Unbelievable song.
great song.
You Can't Stop Rock and Roll, and my personal favorite that
You gonna
I
say
have
it?
to play
You gonna
on
say it?
stage.
You gonna say it? You gonna say it?
Under
Under the Blade.
Dude, Underblade is one of the best rock songs of all times, hands down. Verbally fight me.
I won't, because we
I
just said
don't
it
want
together.
to.
We did it at the same time. Robin didn't know what we were talking about, but
I don't know
was
enough
there.
about
We made eye
Twisted.
contact.
I don't know
Okay,
enough
well,
about Twisted Sister, so
Then I want to put in the comment section those 3 songs, especially Under the Blade. If you have listened to Twisted Sister, if you like rock and roll, you need to listen to Under the Blade.
so
Great.
they only had 3 songs that charted in the U.S. They had "We're Not Gonna Take It" which peaked at 21. They had "I Wanna Rock," which peaked at 68, and then they had "Leader of the Pack," which peaked at 53.
Okay.
Which is
Oh, the Leader of the Pack, the remake.
Dude.
That's a great song.
yeah,
Have you heard the original?
Leader
Oh,
of the
yeah.
Pack, like the '60s version.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's I can't believe they'd make a metal version of it, but they did.
They did, and it charted.
Really?
Yeah, it charted.
I have the Twisted Christmas album too. By the way, if you want some metal like Christmas music, go for it. That's the way to go.
Is that the one with
Like-
"Oh Come All You Faithful" on it?
Yes, you
Awesome.
can't go wrong with it.
All right, TJ.
Hold on, I gotta think about this real quick. What song were they filming in Pee Wee's Big Adventure? Because Twisted Sister makes an appearance in Pee Wee's Big Adventure. It might have been Under the Blade. No. Robin, you need to do a
I
little.
don't know.
Yep, I'm doing
I have-
it.
Okay.
They are. Is it "Burning in Hell" or "Burn in
Yep,
Hell"?
Bring It Hell.
Burn.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, burn it hell. And
Yeah.
they're doing the music video. Yep. Now I sound like one of
Oh,
the.
Google.
Yeah, we're back. So I guess I'm up then.
You're
yeah?
up. So now,
Yep.
yeah.
Where do I go here? Who do I pick? Have you guys heard of Red Rider?
Yes. Actually,
Lunatic Fringe.
I
Lunatic
was-
Fringe.
I was gonna bring up. Yeah. No. Well, we'll get to it. Yes, the Canadian
And
band
the-
Red Rider.
This is where it'd be awesome to have little snippets, like if you didn't know. It's
Yeah.
like I'm trying to like play it like for the audience and for you guys, so we all are like, oh yeah. But Lunatic Fringe by Red Rider is a fantastic song.
So, Zach, I'm going to interject in here. Oh well, it actually is me next. But to carry on the Red Rider thing, Tom Cochrane, who was in Red Rider, had a one-hit wonder in the '90s called "Life Is a Highway." Yeah,
And then the country band,
Rascal Flatts.
Rascal
The-
Flatts,
Covered it.
Life is a highway.
they did a great cover of it.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah,
It debuted in Cars, Disney's
yeah,
Cars.
that's what it was written for. And actually, the other country artist, Chris Ledoux, did a cover of it that had some pretty good success as well. But that's funny that you bring up Red Rider because they're pretty big in Canada.
Keep that thought, Robin. I was just gonna say, if you've never been to Disneyland, California Adventure, the Cars ride is fantastic in Cars Land, and I've been there once. And your cars race. Spoiler alert: one person wins, other person doesn't. My car won. So
There you go.
I might be the only person on this podcast that had a Cars ride where I won.
And let me go ahead and say, when you said if you've never been to Disneyland, I immediately thought of
Steel Panther. Yep.
Look at them been to Disneyland. You know the lads. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Can you along? And I've got a ride at the. And I'm gonna stop right there.
Yeah. Just a little song called Weenie Ride if you want to check it out, which you can kind of, yeah.
Very X-rated. I'm just gonna warn y'all now.
I
But-
mean, I'd say, like, this is what Dee Snider fought for, going back to Twisted Sister. Like, don't put a label on the album.
No, put the label on the album. It sold better after they put the label on it.
It's true. But, like, Dee Snider's like, what are you talking about?
Oh,
I do
thought-
agree with his argument, but at the same time, I'm like, dude, that explicitive label, I wanted those albums. Like, I wanted the ones with the explicitive label. Explicit?
That will-
Wait, am I saying that
I
right?
just thought a bunch of bleeps.
Explicit.
explicit.
Yeah.
I don't like the bleeps. The song, it's like if a song's written with a curse word and then they just take it out, there's gonna be
Oh, listen to the edited version. Listen to any song on the edited version of Eminem's first album, the Marshall Mathers LP. There's sections. There's sections of songs on there where it's just like, and then yeah. It's just like it cuts out these super long sections of it. It's hilarious.
Boys, true story. As cool as my parents are, when I was a kid, it was like until I turned 13, like, no, you're not getting the explicit version. So I can vouch for like DMX and Eminem with absolutely, literally hearing nothing. I don't even know why they shouldn't have even done an edited album. It was like, either get this or you don't, because it was like there's a DMX song that started with the most F words I've ever heard beyond Limp Bizkit. So the first half was, I was like, oh, wow, that's a cool song. And I thought that's how music was, but then I was like, oh, when I turned 14, I was like, nice.
They're hiding something.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Anyways, I'm sorry. I cut you guys off.
Yeah, there was our two. We kind of ran together there. So Zach, why don't you take one?
All right, dude, I've got like a super long list of things to go to. I'm not super familiar with these songs, but I just wanted to throw them out there because they're 80s, and it made me happy to see LA Guns on the list with The Ballad of Jane and Faster Pussycat with House of Pain.
Oh, dude, I got that on my list too, and we can elaborate, you can elaborate, but LA Guns, like, they had some good songs, and so did Faster Pussycat, and like, I don't know, like, they are one-hit wonders in a sense, but...
Dude,
why?
LA Guns, I'm over
the edge. Yep.
Dude, that is one of my favorite songs, dude.
Yep.
So why do you think that that bands like LA Guns and Faster Pussycat and Kix, why do you think they were one-hit wonders?
Oh, you brought up Kix too. I have that. Don't Close Your Eyes.
Yeah, Don't Close Your Eyes is on there.
So it's tough. We could dive into like the Kix rumor-ish, and maybe it's very true that Poison stole Kix side, like their show, because apparently Kix was the headliner and Poison came on and did like their stage show, and Kix is like, we can't do the same show now because they just stole it from us.
Like songs and everything?
No, just like whatever the show. That's what I heard rumor-wise.
Huh.
There's a lot we can get into, but anyways, LA Guns, like, I think if you go around and ask people, like, oh, LA Guns, oh yeah, Ballad of Jane, I know that song, but they probably couldn't name another LA Guns song.
Yeah.
And then I think with Faster Pussycat, the same thing, but they had, like, Bathroom Wall, and didn't they have a song, was it, I think the guitarist or lead singer, like, owned the Cat House in LA, like, ran the club. I could be wrong on that.
You're forgetting the most important fact of this band. The fact that they were in Decline of the Western Civilization Part 2. Dude, really? Don't get any more excitement about that?
Well, I mean, just because they're in it doesn't mean they're not a one-hit wonder.
No.
Okay, well, if you saw have you seen it?
No, I've
I
got
have.
to.
It's fantastic.
I promise.
I've got
if you saw the movie, you'd be a lot more excited seeing and talking about the bands that you saw in there. Promise.
Correct. Well, and like Wasp too, like Chris Holmes, the vodka pool scene.
Dude, that breaks my heart.
Yep. On that note, and maybe we talked about this on the side, but I'm gonna bring it up in the podcast. Maybe I brought it up in the podcast, but there is a scene in that movie, and it makes me laugh every time. Bret Michaels is getting interviewed next to Bobby Dahl, and this girl interviewer goes, "A lot of female questions have a question to ask you guys." And before she finishes the question, he goes, 16 inches.
Yes, you mentioned that.
I'm like,
You may have
God.
mentioned it once or twice.
It's so funny. You brought it up, bro. I can't not bring up that scene.
Hey, you said what you said. It's okay.
I did, yeah. There goes my gig next week.
There you go. TJ, another band.
Flock of Seagulls. I ran.
Yeah. So, funny, or well, not funny story, but the way that I learned about Flock of Seagulls was, by the way, their one-hit wonder was Iran.
I was just
so
singing
far
it.
away, in parentheses. But the way that I learned about them, does anybody remember that I think it was a VH1 show where they reformed bands that had broken up?
I can't think of it, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So Flock of Seagulls was one of them, and I was like, who the hell? Like, I think I was 15 or 16 or something. I was like, who the hell names a band a Flock of Seagulls? So yeah, then I listened to that song, and they had one hit, and they hated each other. Like they can't be in a room with each other longer than like 20 minutes before they're arguing with each other about a bunch of bullshit. So
kind of like us.
Kind of, yeah. So it's just, yeah.
Oh, it's been 30 minutes, guys. Take care.
But yeah, that's why they're a one-hit wonder, because they couldn't stay together as a band.
What was it? They had a few other good songs. I'll be honest with you. Like
I
Wishing
know
at
that
a
one,
Photograph. Wishing at a Photograph is a pretty good one. It's got like the 80s keys on it. All that. What was I gonna say? Oh, and like The Wedding Singer too in the movie. There's that little line. I can't remember the exact line, but he's going to get a plane ticket to win over Drew Barrymore, and he's like, else? And he goes, well, I can tell you do. That's just it. That's my story. Sorry. Yeah, give me that. Yeah, penalty box. Let's go. I don't care. I just thought of Wedding Singer, so I told my story.
Right. I was just seeing that whenever I hear Flock of Seagulls, I think of the Duran Duran.
Oh.
That
Hungry Like a Wolf?
Sure, the one that talks about sand. I'm thinking on the name.
I know Flock of Seagulls is mentioned in Austin
I got
Powers when one of the characters was asking him, and she's like, oh, I'd really love to go back and like live through the 80s. And he goes, why? There was really nothing that happened. An actor was president, and there was a flock of seagulls. That's it. Like, that's all you need to know. And I was like, why mention a flock of seagulls? Of all the other things in the 80s, why that band?
I mean, it is a great song. I'll be honest.
So,
I want to know the song.
So I'm gonna jump forward, decade-wise, because we've kind of stuck in the '80s for a little bit, and I'm gonna talk about a band. I brought him up last time. Hanson is considered a one-hit wonder. Like Bop was their hit. That's it. They had it. They've never achieved chart success-wise anything like that. But you want to talk about people who have had monumental careers after that? It's like,
sure. Well, that's what we talked about last week, and they're on my list as well. I agree.
It's weird to me to think of them as a one-hit wonder because I know so many of their songs now that I've gone back and I was like, there's so many great songs.
I was really hoping you'd be like, and here they are now. I was like, surprise of the day.
Wish.
The fourth square pops up, and
it's just the Hanson brothers.
The Hanson
oh,
brothers.
hey, Hanson.
Someday we will have them on here. So yeah, like it's. So I will say, because I asked, I said at the beginning we should go a little deeper and talk about why they're a one-hit wonder, and they are a one-hit wonder because they took their careers over. They didn't want to play by the rules of the record label, and they left and did their own thing, and they own everything of theirs. They have their own touring company, their own. I think they do their own. I think they have their own record label. I think, but they do everything pretty much in house. All their booking, all their merch, all their stuff, and
I never read the Hanson biography, but so if you could fill me in, did like where did you get this information? Like, how did you know that they left their record label, or is that public knowledge?
I think it's public. Yeah, it's public knowledge. You can
like,
go. I think you can go read. You can read their Wikipedia page.
Hanson brothers leave Sony.
Yeah, it says right here. After a 3-year struggle, the brothers left Island Def Jam Records to seek more creative freedom. Label executives had refused over 80 songs from the band, believing new material lacked marketability. They have a documentary called "Strong Enough to Break." So yeah,
I would definitely watch that. Like I said, their new stuff's awesome. They're
Yeah.
phenomenal musicians.
So yeah, all of them are just stupid phenomenal. And if you want to hear some of the best harmonies, go look up their acoustic version of Bop and listen to that, because I think at one point they just stop and do it a cappella, and it's great.
Right on.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Well, Hey.
Zach, you're up. Hey.
this one, I don't know why they didn't have more success, because this song is a bopper. Is that what kids are saying these days?
A bop.
This song,
I go banger. I go banger.
banger. This
Yeah,
song's
banger.
a banger.
Yeah.
And
Although bopper sounds cooler.
yeah.
Is it a
Think about all the records that Kids Bop sold. So Bop has to be in the title. It's not like it's not Kids Bangers, which it sounds really weird. Hey, we're not into that, whatever. But
Kids
I think-
boppers.
if you grew up on Kids Bop, you are a bopper.
Yeah.
I did not grow up on Kids Bop, but if I were to, I guess I'd be a bopper. Anyway, the song AWOL Nation Sail. Sail! Da 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 da. Dude, that song.
didn't even
hits
think of that.
hard.
That's a great song.
So
Great song.
So,
I have a rebuttal.
but
Keep
why?
going.
Did they... Oh, so my question is, because I don't know. Dude, I listen to a song, I like it. That's the end of it. Like, I don't need to know the background of it. But why was that their only hit? Did they just not have any other good songs? I don't know.
So I have a rebuttal, and to that, because they're still a band, they're still going, and they still have songs on that are on the charts. But here's my rebuttal to this: in the age of streaming, what we're in right now, I would say that after about 2012, I don't think you can actually be a one-hit wonder anymore, because to me, charts at this point in time, they just don't matter. You can have a hit like AWOL Nation has a rabid fan base. They may have had Sail on the charts, but they don't. Yeah, I don't think you can be a one-hit wonder anymore, because there are people who have entire careers that you've never heard of, that have never sat on the charts, that have never done those things, but they're bigger than most bands.
Just curious what you mean by the charts don't matter.
Meaning, like, if you have take one of my favorite bands is a band called The Maine. Take them, for instance. They've never they've never hit the charts above, like, as far as I know, you know what, I'll pull their page up right now. But as far as I know, they've never really hit the charts. And
But they're successful.
they
is
can
what you're saying.
they can tour the
Okay.
country, and
Which, that's great, and I'm happy for them. But I think that that's a bold statement to say the charts don't matter, because I can guarantee you, if your song's on a chart, you're going to have a better chance at a record label looking at you, or a management company wanting to put you out on the road.
right.
You know,
But
I would think you want your song on the charts.
I'm not saying you shouldn't, but I'm saying so let's take let's take Magic, the band Magic, who had the why you gotta be so rude, don't you know? Yeah, I know, but wow, that was
great.
that
That was
was-
great.
wow, voice, you're killing me here. Like them, or the band Walk the Moon. Shut up and dance with me.
That
or
is
like,
They're
Wow.
considered
Yeah.
a one-hit wonder.
or
and-
Group Love, a Tongue Tied.
I would say that they're not one-hit wonders. They may have sat on the charts, but to me, a one-hit wonder is a band like a true one-hit wonder would be someone like Tom Cochran's with Life is a Highway. Like, that's it. That's what he had. He had other albums, but he never got close to matching that success. And you know, Autographs, Turn Up the Radio. That's it. That's all they had. They had nothing else after that.
Well, I can name.
Well, you can name some of their
Yeah.
songs, but I'm talking to, like, you know, they had anything. There was nothing that sat on the
Correct.
charts after that. So
No,
when
and
you
I will
get
say AWOL Nation had Bad Wolf.
Yeah.
Or that's a great song. Or like, was it Howl and Bad Wolf in parentheses, whatever the actual title is. That's a great song. But yeah, I'm with Sail. Zach, I'm with you. Let's have some fun with this, boys. Let's not
Yeah.
get that in depth.
Oh no. I think it's one of those things where it's like you get into the are they a one hit wonder or is that just their best known song?
And I've thought about that.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm in agreement that like Sail's probably their biggest song.
Yeah.
And let's go from there.
Sweet. I'll check out the other ones.
Yeah. But I have trouble considering anything past well, unless the band is no longer around. I have trouble pretty much. I'll put a thing on 2015. After that, because it's the world is just so vastly different to the way it worked back then. Even 10 years ago. So you had to have a record label to get somewhere. If your song was on the chart, you were doing something. But nowadays, you don't need that anymore.
Very true.
So.
Man, I've got a bunch left, and we're not running out of time. But man, we just have so much fun doing this. It's great.
I haven't even.
It goes so quick. It goes so quick.
Yeah, we're at 41 minutes. So.
Zach,
Zach, you look like you look like you have a thought. Like you're.
Yeah.
There's something you want to say.
No, I'm just thinking about. I made this really good drink tonight, and it's lemon, water, cayenne pepper, and apple cider vinegar, and it is delicious.
That's what I do.
That's what I was thinking about.
That was a pretty
Yeah.
intense look to be thinking about a drink.
Absolutely, it's delicious,
Hey,
and it's healthy.
I don't.
You remind me of Serge from Beverly Hills Cop. If you guys have seen that, like I'm making myself a lemon twist. It's very good. You should try it sometime.
Dude, I haven't seen that movie in so long, but I need to.
Yeah.
I-
Then you might laugh even harder next week.
Sweet.
Yeah. Who's up? I don't know.
TJ, technically you're up.
Yep.
I rebutted Zach.
He rebutted.
Rebutted.
Man, I don't know. I've got a bunch, but I gotta go with this one. Dexy's Midnight Runners. Come on, Eileen.
Ah!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a true one-hit wonder.
I can't, and I literally cannot name another song by them. And like
Yeah.
maybe if I listen to the album tonight, I'd be like, wow, they had like a solid second backup song, but no.
So
You're up, Zach.
Technically, I'm up. But if Zach wants to go again, because
Well, Zach's got his hand
I
up.
have
You
a
didn't raise your
question.
hand.
Oh,
Yeah, you didn't raise your
I have
hand.
a question.
Oh,
This
yes.
or statement. This is not my turn. I have a statement about Come On Eileen.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you. And I put Come On Eileen in a category called a journey song, meaning it's like 2 or 3 songs in one. Like the song takes you on a journey. And it's very similar to like Carry On My Wayward Son. Okay? That's a journey song. Not the band Journey. It's a song that takes you on a journey. Because it's like 2 or 3 songs in one. All right, do you feel me? Do you...
Yes. Because
Yes,
I
I
mean-
know what you're talking about.
Cool. That's why I love that song.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Sweet. Okay, I'm done.
It's fun to play live.
I bet. I ain't never done it.
Oh, I played in cover bands for a little bit, and that was always one song I never got sick of playing, because the crowd loves it. They get real energetic and into it. It's just fun to play, and that slow down part, that do.
Yeah, Is there a time signature change or just a tempo change?
Just a tempo change. So.
yeah, it's hard to get sick of that song. Like, yeah.
Dexy's Midnight Runners, still going. Well, actually, they reformed in 2003. So they went from 78 to 86 and stopped, and then reformed in 2003, and they're still going.
They should write like a song, like a you know how, what's it called when a band writes a song and then someone else writes like the answer to it? An answer to that song. Maybe like Go Home Eileen. I don't know.
Damn it, Eileen.
I don't know. I think it'd be funny.
Because they're like, come on, Eileen. And they're like, damn it, Eileen.
Totally. And then finally, Go Home Eileen. The final.
So Lisa in the comments just asked a really good question.
Hello.
She asks, how/why do you think that bands only have a one-hit wonder? Is it writer's block? Do they try too hard to copy that hit and fail, or what? And I would answer that with it's a plethora of things. Word of the day, plethora. Yeah, it could be writer's block. It could be. You know what? That leads me to the next group that I'll throw in there. Does anybody remember the band 9 Days? They had a song. This is the story of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world.
Rob, your voice is spectacular tonight.
I was in the studio recording today. I have a new single coming out. Drop.
Were you just plugging?
I was plugging myself. Wait.
Let's start. Can we hear the intro?
No. Yes. I'll
Oh,
pull it
yeah.
up. But I'll do just the intro. I won't play any of the words. And it actually doesn't have the lead line yet. So 9 Days had a song called Absolutely, in parentheses, Story of a Girl. Great song. Great pop rock song. The rest of that album really is not that good. Like, it's one of those...
Bro, be nice. Be nice.
Yeah,
bro.
dude.
No.
What
I
if
mean,
we
like,
get him
it's-
on the show? Don't be...
No,
dude.
I'm just gonna say it.
Penalty box. Penalty
They would
box.
probably they would probably agree, and I'd be curious to talk to them about it anyways, because it's very. The rest of the album it sounds different. That song had this polished pop rock radio sound to it, and the rest of it just sounded different, and it didn't match the polishedness of that song. So I would say that's is definitely one of the reasons. Yeah, they just never really matched the mainstream success of that song. Now, I don't really know much about them. I don't know if they're still going. Their Wikipedia says they are. I don't really know what they're doing.
You have to believe Wikipedia.
Wikipedia knows all, bro.
And bands like them, they're similar to kind of Fountains of Wayne with Stacy's Mom, which is considered a one-hit wonder. They won Best New Artist that year, and I think it's the lead singer goes up. He goes, "It's really weird to win an award called Best New Artist when you've been a band for like 14 years."
Yeah.
So, but yeah, there's a plethora of reasons that you wouldn't keep it. You wouldn't be able to make that success again. Record labels, execs being dicks, as we mentioned with Hanson. The writer's block.
It could be
Money.
multiple, and not to mention, probably people out there, who hate on people who, sell out or, give in to the man or whatever you want to call it. Writing a hit is not easy. Even if it sounds easy, try to go and write a big hook. It's not. So,
Nope.
A lot of people are lucky and blessed to get one hit in their lifetime, much less, artists who get multiple. So, it's a lot harder than it looks. So, support your artists, folks.
Yes. Oh, man.
Especially right now.
I got so many songs. I don't know if we're going to get through any of these.
I hope that answers your question in a sense, Lisa.
Innocent.
I've got another one.
Oh, you're going to double up? You're going to double up?
I'll double up if we're. Does anybody have one like we're just right off the bat? Or
Yeah.
I've got a million of them.
I've got a
million.
list. I mean,
Okay.
dude, paper.
Oh, mine's on my computer.
Okay,
I'm cool.
before I forget, I got to get this one in here. And it's kind of our logo inspired a little bit. Anyone see Miami Vice? You guys? Anybody? Yeah?
Yes.
Don Johnson, Heartbeat. You can't. It's such a great song. I'm sorry. Like, it's a fantastic song. You guys probably don't know it, but that was kind of the inspiration behind the logo. Is that Miami Vice style? The colors.
Is that like the theme song to Miami Vice or something?
No, it was just Don Johnson from Miami Vice,
Oh.
and he came up with a song. And you would never guess it, but it kind of rips.
Dude, speaking of the colors of art, I just realized that my lights are the color.
Yeah, they're similar.
Wow, I didn't even do that on purpose. I just noticed that. I was like, hey, it looks like a logo, guys. I got my fish tank. I fed them before I started the show. Feel good. It's good.
It's good.
I had to plug Don Johnson there, but I've got other ones that people know if they don't know Don. If they don't know Don Johnson, then they'll know Don
Yeah,
Johnson.
I don't.
They're gonna look it up. They're gonna look it up.
Yeah, I don't.
You guys are looking it up right now. Zach's not looking at the camera, so
Yeah,
hand check, bro.
Okay, is it finally my turn?
Yes, absolutely. Go for it.
We're getting to the end, so I should probably just like fire off.
Well, don't fire off. Well, we can. What I'll do is just link to the Wikipedia page because it's got everything on there. There's a Wikipedia page that just lists all the one-hit wonders from.
Don't tell our secrets.
I'm telling the secrets.
Hey, Don Johnson's not on Wikipedia, bro.
All right.
It's not on Wikipedia.
Weird.
I actually came up with stuff, bro.
Bruh.
Dude.
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 Dude. What's up, dudes?
Dude.
What's up, dude? I love to. Every time I call Robin, I'm like, what's up, dude? It makes me happy. It's in honor of you. Be excellent.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah. Oh, Robin's going the wrong way.
Yeah.
Well, because
No, you leave it with your heart,
do you
bro.
put your right hand?
There you go.
Okay. Whatever.
Yes, we do our right hands.
Well, was my thing still reversed? Crap. That might be why I'm going the right. No, it's not. Yeah.
It doesn't matter
Zach,
anymore.
raise up your right hand.
No!
Yeah, you're on. That's on the left side of my screen.
Weird.
I know.
Because it's on the right side of mine. TJ,
That's
what's
fine.
on yours?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't tell.
My right hand goes this way. Zach, you and I
You
on
go
on,
this way.
on what people are watching, you and I are going the same way.
Is that something you did?
In
No.
fairness, Bill and Ted go opposite ways
Yeah.
because it goes this way and that way
Yeah, so they
for
do.
both of them. So.
That's yeah.
By the way, yeah, we'll get Alex Winter on the show. No worries.
Yeah, we will. We'll get Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves. Because Keanu Reeves was in a band.
Prove it.
Okay, I'm gonna keep this
Oh, my
going.
dog's
I'm gonna go ahead and give a shout out to my girl Macy Gray. I try.
Oh yeah. Good
What a
one.
voice! Like with that rest, I try to say goodbye. Like she's got such an awesome voice.
Yeah. I will,
And that's
yes.
bops, dude. Bop's my new word. Bopper. Next time you go to Burger King, you should order a bopper.
Bopper. Yeah.
Get a double.
TJ,
Yes, sir.
what's yours?
Another one. Oof.
I'm pulling up Macy Gray. I'm curious as to why the hell she's
How about this? Cutting crew. Parentheses. I just died in your arms tonight.
That's a good one.
Oh, I just died in your arms tonight, dude. That song, it's awesome. That's the
It pops. It pops.
Oh, that's a bopper. That's a bopper with cheese.
Yeah.
That was cheesy.
And Robin has no idea what
No.
to do.
I'm gonna
Just-
throw in Lynn, Steal My Sunshine.
Like, can't steal my sunshine.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah, from 1999. Yeah, someone also mentioned it in the comments earlier, and I was like, that's a really good song. Man, the 90s had a lot of really good one-hit wonders.
Agreed. I don't want to steal thunder, but I have a question for you guys. You guys have heard of Pearl Jam, yeah?
Yes.
Mother Love Bone,
Yes.
okay, and Temple of the Dog.
That's
Now would
That's-
Mother Love Bone or Temple of the Dog be considered one-hit wonders? Because I mean, it was just a one and done. But everyone knows like Temple of the Dog, Hunger Strike, before it turned into Pearl Jam without Chris Cornell.
So didn't Temple of the Dog? Correct me if I'm wrong. So Temple of the Dog is half Soundgarden, half Pearl Jam.
Literally, it's mostly Pearl Jam. Chris Cornell was in Soundgarden, and Andrew Wood was like his roommate, and that was like Mother Love Bone. After he died, they're like he like formed Temple of the Dog off a lyric. I think what song was it? I can't remember. There's a Mother Love Bone song. They took Temple of the Dog from. Anyways, and they got Eddie Vedder to do like backup vocals and stuff, and then Chris Cornell left, and it was basically just Pearl Jam after Temple of the Dog.
Yeah, and didn't Temple of the Dog was basically defunct, and the only reason their music got out there was because Soundgarden and Pearl Jam became real big, and then people were like, "Oh, what's this Temple of the Dog thing?"
Yeah, and Mother Love Bone was great, but Andrew Wood, like, he died, and they quit, well, obviously, and then that core went to Temple of Dog with Chris Cornell, and then Eddie Vedder took over from there, and that's Pearl Jam.
There you go.
So some night. Okay, we're not yawning on this show, bro.
I'm yawning.
No,
Sorry.
there's no yawning on this show. Unless we get Yanni, we could maybe do that actually.
Didn't Yanni play in? Oh God, who did he play with?
Chameleon in Minneapolis,
Yes.
and Dugan McNeil. Actually, I have a connection to that if we want it.
Yes, we do want it.
Anyone named Dugan is welcome on this show.
Yeah, he plays bass for
Isn't there a bass player here in Austin?
the hype. The hype is
Jimmy
like,
Deegan, I think is who you're thinking of. Am I thinking of that?
Thinking of Yogi.
Yogi. Yeah, there's a bass player in Austin named Yogi.
Okay, that was the end of my story.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right.
Anyways, yeah, no, we got sidetracked, but yeah, we'll talk
Sidetrack. Yeah,
more about that.
very sidetracked.
Um,
Oh, here's one.
how about go for it?
Here's one. One of my favorite one-hit wonders, just because the story is really interesting. So, David Lou Bega, or as we know him, Lou Bega, who did Mambo number
It's
5.
It's on my list.
So
Didn't we bring him up earlier in one of our
Yeah,
we had
podcasts?
one of
talked
my
about-
best one-liners of all time.
so
Oh, so
Um,
good. That's the best song of all time. Honestly, fight me on that.
so
No,
he's
I just
German.
gotta. Really?
Yes, he is a German recording artist.
Yeah, he looks German.
And he put on this whole thing, because it's very Latin. That song's very Latin influenced. So, yeah, it's a very interesting. And he basically did that song, and that's it. Like he didn't like worry about the U.S. at all ever again in his career. He was like, oh, cool, I did it. I had it.
Yeah.
Like,
On that note, as weird as it sounds with the Latin German thing, for whatever reason, there's a connection there somewhere.
it's called the accordion.
Oh, boo.
Oh,
When I was in Costa
that would be
Rica,
a
like
pop.
I like met a bunch of people that spoke German and Spanish and English, and I'm like, man, we only know one language in America for the most part. Like, you guys are awesome, like that. You know, like 3 different languages, but for whatever reason, it was German and Spanish and English. No idea why.
So, little weird side note. Anybody remember the show Brandy and Mr. Whiskers?
No,
So
absolutely not.
It was a show on Disney Channel, and it was a cartoon show. I think we would have been either late middle school or early high school when it came out. But Lou Bega sang the theme song for that.
Can we get Lou Bega on the show?
That would be
That'd
dope.
be
I'd be all for it, because he's still going. He's still doing music in Germany. Yeah. But moving on, Zach, there's a song that I'm surprised you have not brought up yet.
Well, I believe we haven't gotten through all my songs.
No, but there's like one song specifically that you were singing like religiously about 3-4 weeks ago, and you couldn't get enough of it. It's a famous one-hit wonder, and I'm just surprised you haven't brought it up yet.
In the meantime,
Oh,
He knows.
There it is.
He knows.
was that? Was that a one-hit wonder,
Yeah.
dude?
Yeah, it's a one-hit
Yes,
wonder.
that's on my list.
Talk about it. We can't just sit here and like not say anything.
Nah, dude, it's not my proudest moment, man.
What, dude? Own it. It's a great song. I jam that thing all the time.
Alright, dude, it's Raining Men,
By the Weather Girls.
dude. That is a bop.
Yeah. That is a
I love
great
boppers.
song.
Boppers are great.
Yeah,
Side note, 4 Non Blondes, what's up?
That was on my list, absolutely.
Is that the band? I think that's the band that none of them are actually blonde. They're all like brunette or darker.
Oh, I wonder. Maybe we should call our band non-blondes because they're not blonde. Oh,
Oh no! Sorry, I got that backwards. Because they say 4 non-blondes and they're all blondes. I got that backwards.
there it is, Rob.
Oh,
There it
I'm an
is.
idiot.
There it is.
Oh, there's my brain fart of the moment. So
Anybody remember the band Axe Rock and Roll Party in the Streets?
no.
If you heard it, you might know it. But that's one.
Uh,
It starts with a little piano and then like a riff that's like da da. Yeah. If you heard it, you know what I'm talking about.
Are you thinking of Home Sweet Home?
No, that's definitely Motley Crue.
oh, that's right. Linda Perry was in Born on This.
Dude, I watched Hot Tub Time Machine. Well, part of it last night. Motley Lou. That movie's pretty good. I like
It's
it.
great, and I love, obviously, big Back to the Future fan. If you guys don't know, but Crispin Glover making an appearance in that movie is fantastic.
What?
The bellboy that gets his spoiler alert. If you guys haven't seen it, gets his arm cut off.
He's from.
Back to the Future.
Okay, I need to go back and rewatch that.
Oh man, Back to the Future. Those are great movies. Great movies.
Yeah.
Dude, the last time I went Back to the Future, I was on tour. This was like 5 or 6 years ago, and we bought the 3-pack. You could buy all 3 of them like at Walmart, and we watched it on the RV. That was some good times, dude. I'm talking Hot Pockets and Back to the Future and whatever we were drinking. It was awesome.
So
Okay.
I had
That's a great day. Every day.
I had a disagreement with a friend of mine about whether the Hot Pocket is the actual thing that you're eating itself, or is it the container, that the little thing that slides over it, because you can make that into a little pocket to hold it. And so which is the Hot Pocket?
The bread, the thing you're eating.
That's what I said. So I was like, okay, this is just a holder, buddy. It's like, oh, that's the Hot Pocket. But you're wrong.
I'm I could help you get that figured out.
We could mention a lovely little band, all the way from I don't want to say this wrong, all the way from Scotland. I was about to say Ireland, and they're not Irish. All the way from
Hey,
Scotland.
in fairness, I learned it was pretty close when I was in Ireland. You could see it on a clear day.
Yeah. Oh, but I mean, the accents are different. But the Proclaimers, I'm gonna be 500 miles.
I have that on my list too.
That is a fantastic song.
Thank you for taking that off my list because I have a few I was going to try and mention like real quick, like we've done every week.
And for anybody who doesn't know, they are still a band. They're still going, and they had an album called Angry Cyclist that came out in 2018. Fantastic album. And I love one of the best opening tracks on an album I've heard in a long time. So yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and roll through some because we got to get to Zach's riff of the week. Yeah.
We got a little bit of time.
Okay.
Well, not
Here's one unexpectedly, and maybe not one hit wonder, but there's like only one song you'll probably know by her.
Mhm.
Kylie Minogue.
Yeah, I saw that on the list.
But she's like rich beyond her means.
Yeah,
what-
she's
what-
massive.
Like net worth, but la 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 can't get you out of my head, right?
Can't get you out of my head. Yeah, that one. There you
Robin took that. But she's also in like Biodome and Street Fighter, like
go. Yeah, she
I
did a
thought-
lot of acting stuff.
yep.
didn't know. Yeah,
And this is an obvious one, but Los del Rio Macarena,
I was just looking at that.
right?
Dude, that's a bop.
That's a
That
bopper. That's a bopper.
I hate that song.
Baltimore Tarzan Boy. If you guys ever seen Beverly Hills Ninja, I'm sure you've heard the song.
Hmm.
But whoa, 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 whoa. Dead or Alive, you
Nope.
spin me right round like a record, baby. Right?
Yep.
Sugar Ray. Do we consider Sugar Ray?
No,
One
they had
Wonder?
they had several hits.
They had
Yeah.
Someday and Every Morning. Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Big, To Be With You.
Yeah,
Is that one hit wonder?
Um,
Because they had Just Take My Heart.
they are not on the list that I see. So
Sorry, I got excited.
I
No,
kind of
I
talking
stopped
over.
talking. Robin.
Yeah,
talked over.
because I didn't like I couldn't hear you at all until you.
Until you heard
Yeah,
me.
until I heard it, and I was like, oh, he's playing.
Yeah, let me get these out because I know we got to do like riff of the week and stuff. I'm sorry if I'm taking over, but Survivor, Eye of the Tiger, is that?
Yes,
Because they had a few other good songs,
and
but
a few other, but nothing like that one.
no, Zach, you go ahead. Robin, I was just telling Robin to shush. Sorry, bro.
There you go.
I got Nelson, Can't Live Without Your Love and Affection.
Yep.
Chumbawamba.
Chumbawamba.
Oh yeah. I got Ugly Kid Joe, Everything About You. Honeymoon Suite, New Girl Now, and Simple Minds, Don't You Forget About Me.
Don't you forget about me.
And then I got Tears for Fears, Everybody Wants to Rule the World. I love that song.
They're
That's
not
my
a
guilty
one-hit wonder.
pleasure. Okay, I'm not. Shout was the only other song.
No,
Like, come on.
no, it wasn't.
They had like 2 songs. I'd call them a one-hit wonder.
No, they're not. They are not a one-hit wonder.
Oh,
I
I
will
don't
fight
know.
you on that.
And they're not a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, they are not a one-hit wonder.
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
a mathematician, but
I don't know.
sweet. While Robin's looking that up, can I do my little blowout list?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, support on blondes. We already talked about them. We already talked about Lou Bega, Macy Gray. Dude, Baha Men, Who Let the Dogs Out? That song, Bah.
So, Baha Men was formed in 1977.
No.
Yes.
They didn't get hit until.
Like 2001 or 99.
99, 98,
Right on.
96.
This is a blowout list, so just read them off. I can't believe none of y'all said this one because this song is
Sorry, 2000.
good.
It's on my list, guaranteed.
Right on. Butterfly, Crazy Train.
No, Crazy Town.
Crazy
you were close.
Town.
You were so close, bro.
Yeah.
Crazy Town.
Yeah.
Afro Men, Because I Got High. That album, there are several good songs on.
Yeah.
If you haven't listened to it,
Agreed.
they're a little dirty, but that one's good. Trapped, Headstrong. Dude, good song. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I mean, there's really I could list off a whole bunch. I got a large list. You Get What You Give, the New Radicals. They had that hit. He absolutely hated the music industry and he quit. So yeah.
Colt
Yes,
45 by
yeah.
Afro Man. Colt 45.
Dude.
Zigzags. Baby, that's all we need.
So then yeah, I guess technically they would
Go to the park after dark, smoke that tumbleweed.
Burn.
Yeah, I
no
would
one said
listen.
it yet. Okay, Aha, Take on Me. I might have messed up with Tears for Fears. I was close, but I wanted to bring them up anyways. But Aha, Take on Me.
Yeah.
Name another song.
No, that's it. That's all they got. In America, at least. They're really big in their home country of Sweden.
That's what's weird. Oh, and like Man at Work, Down Under. But you could say Who
Men
Can
at
It
Work
Be
are
Now?
not a one-hit wonder. They had two. They had.
Who Can It Be? Who Can it be?
Yeah, Who Can It Be? They had Overkill. They had one other
So
one.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's tough. But you could go. What's the other one? Jay Ferguson, Thunder Island.
Yeah. You could do Semisonic, Closing Time.
Men Without Hats, Safety Dance.
Oh, that was a great song. The list could go on and on and on and on. People. Zach, what's the riff of the day here?
I thought you'd never ask. Yeah.
And what's that from?
I wanna rock.
Oh,
Did you not know that?
I'm just giving you shit.
That's
No,
kind
I
of
was-
that was a dick move, Robin.
Yeah, dude. I was like, dude.
Well, I will say this. I didn't get it at first because I wanna rock. I didn't have that in my head, so
Well,
you just started playing.
It gave the intentional because I went. Ready?
Yeah,
And
that,
I should have felt
there
it.
was no cue.
Yeah.
No cue.
That was the cue. My head was the cue.
No,
Robin, that's a
Go
bopper. You should know the boppers when
That
you
is
hear
a
them.
bop.
Sing
Robin's
the
not a
line
bop.
next time. Just
I
sing
would
the
like
line.
to rock.
Yeah. So see, My brain put your down your beat was not on an up. Was not on an upbeat. When you hit the thing, for me, it was a downbeat. So a totally different riff.
Well, quit being a downbeat, Robin.
Yeah, don't be a downbeat. All right, everybody, thank you so much for listening. God bless. We'll see you next week. TJ.
Love y'all. See you next time.
I'm Robin, and yes, for those of you wondering, that is a fully automatic Nerf gun in the corner. And with that, class dismissed.
Are we still on?
Yeah, we're still live. I'm just letting it awkwardly sit there.